Well, good morning, everyone. Jason with Happy Tales RVing here. How's it going today? I hope your day is going fantastic. A lot better than our day was with this video. We have a problem with the 22 F350 yet again. It was a major issue. This time we had some water intrusion. You'll see on the first part of this video where we swore it was one thing. I chased it down. I thought it was it. And we took the steps to dry it all out, put dehumidifiers in, and we got the one problem that we thought was leading to the water, only to come find out that that was a very minimal part. And as you'll see as the video goes on, what major part failed and what caused all the water to come into the vehicle. So stay tuned, enjoy the video, and leave us some comments and we'll get back to you. Well, we apparently have some more issues with this 22 F350. Yesterday I was cleaning out the back and I noticed there was some white fluffy stuff. Looked like mold, and I'm like, nah, it can't be mold. Sure enough, it was mold. Pulled the panel off, and this is all wet, and it goes all the way back. And this, as you can see, I've got a carpet dryer on it. This whole floor pan is wet. At first I thought maybe the sunroof's leaking any of the drains, because there's drains in the channels of the sunroof, and I thought maybe that was leaking. But you can see there's water inside this door panel and it's leaking down. So I actually think that what's happening is that the water, we had some pretty heavy rain last night, and we had rain in Orlando just as bad. I think what's happening is it's hitting the window, it's running down, and it's running through the door panel, dripping through. So I'm going to pull off this panel real quick and see if there's anything in there. So to take these off, you'll have your screw down here, you'll have a bolt down here, you'll have to pop off this beauty cap here. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. So you want to work from this side, pop it out. I've got your 2 bolts in here. There are 2 more bolts in here, and that's this guy here, and it pops out, 2 clips at the top and then folds down. That is for your latch mechanism. So now I'm going to pop this off. Hopefully. Have to work it around your weather strip. Alright, so I am not going to mess with the latch. I'm actually going to have Beth hold the panel, just because it looks like a little more than I want to get involved in. But as you see, like I said, inside this door panel there is standing water. You know, so I'm going to pull this up a little bit just to get that out. And you know, the whole inside of that door is just saturated. So what's happening is when that the weather is getting driven in by the wind, it's sitting in that door panel and then it's dripping onto the carpet, and I think that's where I'm getting the problem. So obviously this is another warranty issue that we will address when we take it to Ford, but at least now I know where the water's coming from. So on this one, this is obviously another video that we will do on what they do to remedy this, to fix it. I imagine that it's as simple as putting in new belt moldings. I imagine that either it's coming down here or it's coming around the handle, and you know, just basically a new gasket. So I'm assuming that that's going to be the easy fix for this, and we'll let you know. Now we're going to put it all back together. Well, as you saw from that footage, I was incorrect. Even though there was a lot of moisture and a lot of, well, even beyond moisture, water inside those door panels. A little bit of that is normal. You'll see on the bottom of your door panels there's typically drains. We had an abnormal amount of water in there. They actually did replace those belt moldings for me because they agreed. They thought that there shouldn't have been standing water in that door panel, which there was. But that wasn't the case. The case was we had taken, you know, dehumidifiers, the air blowers you saw, and we had totally dried out that carpet. And as we left Alabama heading for Texas, we stopped over one night in a Harvest Host, and when we got to the Harvest Host, and mind you, it was beautiful. There was no weather, no rain, no nothing. The carpets were soaking wet again, and we were just beyond ourselves. We're like, what is going on? We couldn't figure it out. Well, when we left Louisiana going into Texas, we had the air conditioner on, and we noticed about an hour into the trip that the air wasn't coming out of the vents at all. I mean, barely any air. We turned the fan up to 7, nothing. So, which instantly I thought, well, the evaporator has frozen over, and that's why we're not getting any air blowing past it. So we turned off the air. In about 15 minutes, we got full fan back. So, which led me to think, well, there's something in the air control, the air conditioning, that's not right as well. So I did a little more digging, and come to find out that the ducting that went down underneath the console and then comes out underneath the driver's seat and then goes to blow on the feet of the rear passengers, I was pretty sure that that's where the water was coming from, which led me to think, well, there's something wrong with the heater box, the air conditioner, the drain. The evaporator drain is obviously clogged, so all of that condensation is now being forced down this ductwork. That's the lowest spot, so it's coming out there and flooding the seat pan, which is exactly what it was. We had taken it to a few different dealerships in Texas. They all said the same thing. No, that's not it. It's got to be the sunroof. It's got to be the you know, marker lights. So we did a water test, and by a water test, Beth was inside the truck, all contorted up and underneath the dashboard. Bless her heart. But we were pouring a garden hose on top for about 5 minutes, all over the sunroof, all over the marker lights, all over the windshield. No leaks whatsoever. So I was able to totally rule out the drain for the sunroof, the marker lights, or the windshield leaking. I called Loveland Ford up in Loveland, Colorado, and they were super cool. They listened to what I had to say. They understood that we full-timed. They understood that we were only going to be in there for about a week, and that they would try to make it priority to get that truck fixed. We dropped it off on a Thursday, and we picked it up on a Wednesday. And they worked on it Friday, and Monday and Tuesday they had it done first thing Wednesday morning. And as you'll see in here, I'm just going to reiterate, they did a phenomenal job. It's 2022 right now, and parts are extremely hard to find, and these guys did a primo job. Not only did they get a new heater box, but they also replaced the whole carpet pad. I mean, the entire carpet which is what I wanted, because just that residual mildew is always going to be there. So you'll hear it here in a few minutes, but again, Loveland Ford is fantastic. If you're ever in northern Colorado, go to Loveland Ford. They will take damn good care of you. So again, we will move on, but I just wanted to kind of break in here a little bit and say I thought it was one thing and it wasn't. It was something totally different. Alrighty guys, well, I am now in a Toyota father-in-law's truck. We dropped off the Ford to get the water looked at, or the AC and water leak. Hopefully it all pans out. We'll find out here shortly. They're gonna diag it and all that fun stuff that goes along with it, but keep your fingers crossed and we'll keep you updated. Alrighty. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here at Loveland Ford. Picked up Royce here. We were having a problem with the air conditioner. It would puke out water. So what they ended up doing is they had to pull the whole dash out, get to the heater box, and replace the whole heater box, the evaporator and everything. And we ended up having to replace the carpet. So these guys pulled out the old carpet and put all new carpet in for the complete thing. Can't say enough great things about Loveland Ford. So if you're ever in the Fort Collins, Loveland, Colorado, northern Colorado area, Loveland Ford, man, they do fantastic work. They got this guy in and out. What is today? Wednesday. So they had it for 4 days. And getting parts in at this time is a challenge, as you all well know. So that's awesome. So kudos to Loveland Ford, greatly appreciated. And they got the F350 back to us, and just in time. We leave tomorrow to head up even further north, so here we go. Thanks guys.